My first semester at Manhattan High, my very first class that I had was 21st Century Journalism, or my Intro to Journalism class, and I had like 4 members of the football team in there. It was this big class with sophomores through seniors in it. And about halfway through the semester, I was talking, kind of lecturing in the front of the class, and had on a front hooking bra that came unhooked. And I was like, okay, I had no space in the classroom, a spot to turn around and try to hook it or try to figure out what my problem was, if it was broken or what the deal was. And so I said, excuse me for just a minute, just talk to your neighbor for a moment about what we're doing. Went down the hall. I was trying to find a space I could go into, so I ended up going like 3 or 4 doors down. I went to Barb Crooks' classroom. I'm like, do you have a space in here? Just kind of a private space for a minute. She didn't know what my problem was, but said, oh yeah, in here, showed me to her office so that I could kind of get my undergarments back in array so I could go back to class. I never told the kids why I left the classroom, and none of them ever asked what was going on. They were just kind of looking at each other, but got it straight, went back to class.
Most memorable moment probably did not occur in the classroom, but it occurred on campus. It was my second year of teaching, and I was 8 months pregnant. And my friend Lena Winkler and I were heading to go out to lunch on the finals day at the end of the school year, where everyone had we had like a 55 minutes for lunch back then. That was when we were on the 6-hour day still. And as we're driving out of the parking lot, I hear her say, "Oh my God, Tish just got punched in the parking lot." And by Tish, she means Tish Simpson, who was a teacher who used to teach at Manhattan High School. And apparently what had happened is there was 2 students arguing, and she was walking to her home for lunch, and she chose to intervene, and the boy got angry and punched her in the face. And so Lena and I had to quickly decide, this is back before cell phones, we had to decide which directions we were going to go to get help, whether I was going to waddle into the building as fast as I could to try to get someone to come help, or whether I was going to go down in my pregnant state and try to go defend the teacher who just got punched. We chose that I would go down to where the students and the teacher were because it was the shorter distance, and Lena was much better shape than I was and sprinted into the building to get assistance. And luckily, when I got on scene, there were many students who had joined around to also protect Miss Simpson and had cornered the student who had punched her and had him in a car waiting for us when we got there.
That's a great memory.
I think the most memorable time that I had at Manhattan High School should have been an aha moment in the classroom or something funny that students had done, but unfortunately it wasn't that at all. I tried to break up a fight. I have now learned you don't break up fights with high schoolers. The end result of the fight is when I was trained to break the 2 boys up was I got hit. I didn't expect that to happen. I didn't think it was going to happen, but I'm a fast learner and I never did it again. I never helped out. So I would say that was probably my most memorable moment.
Thank you, Tish.